Hey, Mount Airy. We're about to go live with our iHeart September 2021 edition. Have a lot of updates for you guys.
Are you hearing the sound, Melissa, on your end when I hit play?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, hold on one second.
Here we go.
All right, now we're live. Sorry about that. And just to let everyone know, we have some sad news to report from the town of Mount Airy. At the end of August, we lost our mayor, Mayor Patrick Rockenberg. So we're going to start off our show today with a memorial that CMC has produced for us in memory of Mayor Patrick Rockenberg.
Hello, my name is Patrick Rockenberg, and I'm honored to serve as the mayor of the town of Mount Airy.
Patrick T. Rockenberg loved being Mount Airy's mayor, and the town loved him back. He was elected to the position 4 times, served in the role for more than 11 years, and remained the mayor until his passing on Sunday, August 29th at age 58. He was remembered as the ultimate advocate for the town.
Mayor Pat was probably spent 90% of his time in the community, making friends, connecting. It was known in this community that if you needed to talk to Pat, you could call him and he would be at your doorstep within 10 minutes, or you could knock on his door. You know, personal cell phone was public, so that anybody in the community could connect with him at any time. That's why this community loved him so much. He was out there with us.
Always wanted to include everybody. He always wanted to get somebody involved. If someone came to him with an idea, okay, great, how can we do that? How can we get that done? And always getting people, somehow he always seemed to know people's strengths too. I think it's part of his legacy that he made everybody in this community feel like they were important and they were part of something bigger than themselves.
Rockenberg died from complications of cancer. He had moved to Mount Airy in the mid-1990s with his wife Kathleen and daughter Sierra.
I like to say is, no, I wasn't born here all my life, but I got here as quick as I could.
A public memorial was held for Rockenberg on Thursday, September 2nd. An engineer who worked at the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists as their director of building services for more than 20 years, Rockenberg was first elected as mayor in 2010, won re-election in 2014 and 2017, and then earned a 4th term last May in a tight race against former councilman Larry Hushauer. Reed recalled first meeting Rockenberg in 2015.
I was organizing a charity 5K and I reached out to town hall to have the mayor start the race. And at the time I thought it was a really big deal and really cool that the mayor was coming to my little event. And then from there, we instantly connected and became the best of friends.
She soon realized that getting the mayor to do something involving Mount Airy citizens, or getting citizens involved, wasn't actually a big deal, but rather standard operating procedure for Rockenberg.
He had a way of talking you into doing things when you didn't even know you wanted to do them. Working with him, always a joy. We, quite honestly, we probably never agreed, which was why our friendship was so beautiful. Sierra lost her father. I lost what I consider a family member. But quite honestly, his legacy will be how he touched people. Every person in this community lost a member of their family this week.
Like Reed, Galletti was also influenced by Rockenberg.
He asked me a few years ago to get on the Streets and Roads Commission. So I was like, okay. You learn nothing else from him. You learn that you have to give back to your community. So he asked me to get on Streets and Roads, which I did, and then became the chairperson, and then he talked me into running for town council.
Galletti ran this past spring. When she won election, she was excited for the opportunity to serve alongside Rockenberg. She says it's bittersweet that they served together for such a short time, but instead of dwelling on that, she feels as if she's serving for him now. Longtime friend Bob King had a different type of story regarding Rockenberg from when he ran for town council for the first time in 2012. One day, while campaigning, King noticed Rockenberg on the other side of the street campaigning against him. It caused some hard feelings, but after King won, they worked to get through it.
Anymore, Pat. Why don't you just come over here and sit down and talk to me? So he did. And we sat at the kitchen table and talked for several hours. And as he was leaving, he turned around and he said, look, he said, I said some things during the election about you that I wish I could take back. He said, how do I apologize for them? And I said, you just did.
How much had things changed between them since 2012? Even though King was no longer on the council or even living in Mount Airy, he returned in the spring of 2021 to help Rockenberg campaign.
I mean, everybody had him out of the race, that he couldn't do the job. Well, he proved them wrong when he won by 2 votes on election night.
Rockenberg's many achievements as mayor included the creation and integration of the town's first municipal police force. His legacy, though, is in how he got so many Mount Airy residents to work together.
He can take a group of people and pull them together and get them working and just having a great time doing it. And, you know, Pat made government fun. This town was a reflection of him. And he really got people involved way past, you know, what you expected. And if you had a good idea and you brought it to him, he would do everything he could to help you.
Rockenberg was always an advocate for young people, including the mayor's reading series, in which he posted videos of himself reading children's books on YouTube.
Other kids thought this was great. One yelled out, let's see some purple polka dot.
Rockenberg's faith in the younger generation wasn't lost on Galletti.
Got a 21-year-old on Streets and Roads because he and I had many conversations about the youth is the future of the town, just like it's the future of any youth program. So learning from him, yes, he always incorporated the young kids and young adults.
While Rockenberg battled cancer during his final years, the disease didn't stop him from fulfilling the duties of his office, according to Reed and Galletti.
He didn't let the challenges of his health ever slow him down. He was just determined to push through, be the mayor, be a father, be a friend. He never let it slow him down. It actually, you know, that in itself is pretty inspirational because a lot of people would have given up.
I had a brother who had that exact same type of cancer. So from the very start, we discussed it and talked about it. And it was kind of like, you know, I'm still going on. I'm still moving forward. I'm still doing me. I'm still Mayor Pat. And that, I think, was the most important thing because he kept going. He never let that get him down. So it's not like I would define him as that is who he was. And I wouldn't say it was difficult because he always made it seem like, hey, I'm here, I'm strong, I'm going, and I'm doing.
Remembering Rockenberg on a day when Mount Airy was under a tornado watch, Galletti reflected on Rockenberg's last run for office. He didn't have to seek a 4th term, but he loved being the mayor and he didn't want to stop.
And I think he felt like his work wasn't done. He was the town's mayor, and he wasn't the mayor sitting up in an office not talking to anybody. He's the first guy that would have been out there with a shovel. He'd be out there right now in these tornadoes driving around town, making sure everybody was okay like he did the last time. I think he wasn't done, and that's who he was, and he lived and breathed this town.
So that is our first and very sad town update. And if you hadn't heard, my thoughts are with you as they are with staff in the whole town. Now back to town updates. Due to Mayor Pat's passing, we will be having a call for nominations this evening in Town Hall at 7 p.m. This is the second meeting of our Board of Supervisors of the election. They also met on September 22nd. So that'll be tonight, September 29th in Town Hall at 7 p.m. We also have today our last farmers market of the season. So if you haven't been out, today is a great day to stop by and see all of our folks at the farmers market. We will be having our sustainability commission at the farmers market today. Look for the town tent, and they will be giving out free composters. These composters are available to anyone that lives within our zip code 21771. It's a really nice program that was funded by grant funds from Keep America Beautiful. So thank you to our partners for allowing us to have this program. And if you have any questions, there'll be folks from the Sustainability Commission there to educate you on what you can recycle and what is compostable. The Mount Airy Junior Task Force is also looking for new members, folks that are in our younger community that might want to get involved in some of our community events, get active within our local government, and many other ways that they do fundraising and things for the community. So if you'd like more information, mountairy.md.gov/youth will take you to their page. They're also shooting a commercial next week, October 8th, and they're looking for actors that might want to be in that. So if you have a child that would like to get active and also be a part of that commercial, please check out our Facebook or our website for more information. Our master plan is underway. We have had meetings each month, the first Thursday of the month at 6 p.m. For public input. So if you have anything that you would like to add to our master plan as we go forward, please feel free to join us. Those are Zoom webinars. You can also email 2023 master plan at mountairy.md.gov if you cannot attend a meeting and you would like to have some information passed along to our planning department. If you would like to see our previous master plan and any of the documents associated with that, it is all on our website. If you go to mountairy.md.gov/master plan, you can find all of those details. Melissa, one of your fun programs, you want to tell everyone about this?
I'd love to. Our 2021 Resourceful Entrepreneur Series is starting up next week. It will be held every Tuesday in October from 8:30 to 10, and the location is the Fire Hall. That's 702 North Main Street, and it's the lower level room. So just parking, in the back there where the beautiful vista is, and then walk in that way. We have registrations now available on the town's website. You can also come day of, and there's a $10 cost for each class, but the fee will be waived if you are a member of the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce, or if you choose to join. So if you're not yet a member, you could choose to join, and then you would receive these classes at no cost. Breakfast is included. Our first two classes will be brought to you, breakfast will be brought to you by Superfoods Cafe and Market. And then our last two will be with Conchetta's Main Street Bistro, two wonderful restaurants. Let me highlight a little bit about the classes. The first one on October 5th is with Dr. Andrew Williamson, and he is going to be teaching how to overcome adversity and how to grow out of difficult situations. So I'm sure we can all relate to that with the last, 18 months here with COVID and all of the struggles and how our culture is seemingly shifting. So he'll be here to talk about that. And then the week after is Amy G and Rich A from Trembling Giant Marketing, and they're going to be discussing art of the design, and that includes how to really craft a marketing piece to make it successful, how to reach your audience and have it look clear and have consistent messaging. The following week, we'll be joined by Kelly Frager, and she will be teaching about personalities and how to communicate with the various personalities of folks who are on teams with you, in your business with you. I mean, this really even obviously applies to your personal life. And then the last course is with Stephen Lowe with 127 Creative, and he is teaching about strategic communications. So all of those channels where you're promoting a message, social media or a press release, or, you know, the website that you have, what is it about your communications? How can you connect them all so that they differ based on what the channel is, but the messaging is clear and consistent? So again, that is our 2021 Resourceful Entrepreneur Series, held on Tuesdays in October from 8:30 to 10 a.m. And it's hosted by the town and our partner, the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce. Any questions, please call us at Town Hall.
It's a great program. If folks have not been in previous years, I highly recommend it. I always learn something new.
Another announcement here, we have a grant program opening up Friday, October 1st. That's this Friday. It's called Building a Brighter Future Small Business Grant Program. This is something that is budgeted with the town of Mount Airy. We have $25,000 currently to award for eligible projects. This would be for incoming or existing town of Mount Airy businesses. And these are for capital improvement funds, for leasehold improvements to the interior of a business or the exterior of a business, of the building. And also there are some operating expenses that are allowed, such as, get my notes here, adding a delivery service, adding an online component to the business, example would be e-commerce, extending or evening or weekend hours, and to include first month's rent for new or relocating business. As you can see on the screen, it is up to 50% of an eligible project. And then there's a cap on that of $10,000. So we will not be giving out more than that. This is a new program. We have been able to run 2 grant programs this past year because of COVID, but this is not related to COVID. It's more of an attraction and retention program. There will be an online application opening up on Friday. And there's also a paper application. You can go to the website now. That's mountairy.md.gov/brighter future. And you can view the guidelines. There's a criteria sheet that is there as well. You can see if you're awarded what the form would be to show for reporting after the project. And also, again, you could download that copy today and start filling it out. We're not accepting applications until Friday. And then just a little bit about the process. We'll be collecting applications from folks and then keeping them for a month. And then our review, it's a staff review, it will not occur until the end of the month. So our goal is to collect as many as we can, and then we can score them. And our focus is to be able to award projects that are most closely tied to our Mount Airy Master Plan and our Downtown Vision Plan goals and objectives. All of that is detailed on the website and in those program documents. And you can contact me, Melissa, if you have any other further questions. I'd be happy to help.
I'm so excited about that program.
Thank you for your excitement. We're excited too. And I'll just say one other thing too. If the program does go well, we can talk to the council about adding into it. So stay tuned for that. Another grant program, which is coming from the state of Maryland, Project Restore. It has been open for a couple weeks now, and it's coming to a close. October 8th is the deadline at noon. So anyone who's interested in coming to Mount Airy, obviously this applies for the entire state of Maryland, but we're really promoting our town here. If there is a vacant spot that you see that's been there for 6 months or greater, there are funding opportunities here with rental assistance and with business operations. So there's an online application process for this. You would have to have a lease agreement or a letter of intent with a landlord. And then there are other things. We've gone through, Ashley and I have looked at the application and could assist anybody who may be struggling with this or have questions about it, we're going to try and do what we can to help. But again, it's only open until September 8th. And I also did hear if they receive an influx of requests, they will close down the application early. Happy to see they haven't yet, so it's still open for applications. I don't know if I have a good email address to send folks to, but if you go onto the state website, you can search Project Restore. Who's hiring in Mount Airy, Maryland? Lots of folks are hiring. We are starting up a job board on the town's website that is that one-stop place so you can see everybody who is hiring in the town of Mount Airy. So if you're looking for a job, you're thinking about it, jumping into the job force, or if you're looking to switch a job, whatever that may be, we hope that you'll check out the job board. It's currently very, very basic. We just have this beautiful banner that you see on the top and a little icon that says list a job. So I will let you know that we've received 27. I've received 27 different folks have reached out about jobs. And I think there's a little bit more within those 27. So we'll be working to publish that website as soon as we have all of our jobs listed or really promote it's already published. So please, who's hiring Mount Airy, check it out. Come tomorrow. Really, I think we'll have them all up by then.
Yep,
So, and I would encourage,
we're uploading now, right?
we're uploading now, and I would encourage any of those folks who are business owners or employees to go back to the site every time you have something that opens and list it here, so we can really make this a one-stop shop that people will just know, oh, I'm looking for a job. Oh, go to the job board. So it's kind of to replicate our old-fashioned bulletin boards where folks will post a job.
We're going old school, new school.
We're going old school, new school for sure. And that's a / hiring Mount Airy, Mount spelled out, if you want to go there. Ashley mentioned the junior task force has some spaces for commission members. But we also have a page where you can go to, you can find that QR link on your and take a picture of it on your computer. It is on our website, just under boards and commissions tab. Everybody has a vacancy except for the Streets and Roads Commission, at least one, and some of them even have 2 vacancies. There are certain duties and responsibilities that are required to be a commission member, and some of the commissions require that you are a town resident, but not all of them. I know that you can contact Colleen Riley via email or call her at Town Hall, and she'll get you set up with an application. And the mayor will decide if that person is appointed or not at the next council meeting. That is typically how the process works.
It's a great way for folks to get active in their local community. It does have some things that you do have to do. It's usually 1 meeting. Some commissions like sustainability are every other month, so it's 6 meetings a year. And it's just a great way to get to know folks and things that are happening and be able to help shape Mount Airy a little bit. All right, before we roll into this is our last segment before we end out the day. We just finished Oktoberfest last Saturday, where we welcomed over 5,000 guests into our downtown area for a very successful festival. There were lots of funds raised for local projects, and it just was a beautiful day. We got the best weather. It's like someone put in a special note for us. No rain, it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. And it was so nice to see people out and about. So enjoy some of the clips from Oktoberfest, and we'll have more for you for iHeart in October on the 27th of October at noon. Take care, Mount Airy.
Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in October.